My last video for today, the part 4 from today. My time now in Holland is 1943. That is 43 minutes past 7 in Holland. But it's 43 minutes past 1 o'clock in America right now. If the rich people in Holland, they're about to fall asleep 6 hours later, but America, we still have the 6 hours what they have now. Please tell me, do you only live here, or do you only also live in America and all the other places? The reason why you wake up in the morning, because there's a sunlight that's come up and say, hello, your clock is 8 o'clock now in the morning. Your clock is 9 o'clock in the morning, but they don't show you that American clock is actually right now. When it's 8 o'clock in Holland in the morning, it is 2 o'clock in the middle of the night. They dead sleeping. The ones who have the night shift, they were sleeping in the daytime, just like the Dutch people, daytime, they were sleeping, they work in the night. Forget the night shift, because that's the deceiving part. If you have a day shift, you will not work in the night. It's very important that the world really wake up when they wake up. It's easy to wake up on your time frame here, what the hell, if they are 6 hours later, no problem. What if your 6 hour 2012 already arrived, but 6 hours later when they reach to the 4 hours, they're like, okay, let's forget this once, let them die, they become children later, no problem. If you believe you are just 100 years old, please tell me, why are we not 200 years old? Why are we so late to be the age we are? Where was we? I mean, come on. The 100 years old, before the 100 years old today, they used to be the 1 year old what we have today in the street. Is there in a house in this world somebody have a body that is 200 years old? Yes. Where can you find it? Well, the youngest baby is 200 years old. Why is the youngest baby 200 years old? Well, when the old man and the old woman used to be the 100-year-old, this baby was not there. It takes sex to produce the body 100 years, and then 100 years later, the faces, they are now 100 years old, and now this baby, the first baby. But you just can see the baby is the number 200, because 100 years later, when the baby is in your place, they're gonna tell us, you die, you went to heaven. But this baby that is now today, that baby have the 100 years old inside of them, because 100 years later, they are up there, but all of you will be 6 feet. But you just don't understand. This baby is 100 years old. The baby become 100. Why? The baby is the first baby. Who's going to become the baby number 2 behind the babies? The 1,000 babies that are born today, they are all 100 years old. 100 years later. Who is the next baby behind? Who is the baby that's coming 10 years later to be the 10 years old? Who's going to be the 20 years old? Who's going to be the 30? Who's going to be the 40? Who's going to be the 50? Who's going to be the 60? Who's going to be the 70? Who's going to be the 80? All of us. They're going to kill us. They let them have sex, and we become their children. And then the little ones today will be the old one, and whilst we're going to pretend to be the young one in the middle. It is very important. It's not the first time I'm talking. It's the first time there is a laptop to shout. You cannot change what's happening. It's a roller coaster. But at least you can step out of the fake comfort zone what you have. You used to be there. You're not going to heaven. The youngest children today, it is you. 100 years later. You just don't understand. When you was 99, the baby was not there. When you was 99, the babies was not there. Who are the babies? Well, they killed this age, they killed that age, they killed this age, and then they let 1,000 people have sex all over the world. And now all age that is dead last year is now the new baby. So you was 100, you was 50, you was 10. It doesn't matter. You all just become a baby today. And 100 years later, you all travel together. And now, but the saddest thing is what I say many times. For as long as when they kill people, they cannot delete their videos they have on the internet. They cannot throw their music away. They want you to think the people are still there. They want you to think the population is many. They want you to think, hey, your family is dead, but those ones... No, there are a lot of ghosts on the internet. A lot of people post video, they float their city away. They're not there anymore. They become children in the other time. They like to see their energy sexy because the wind that is inside of them is real. They need the wind. For any dead person, there will be a second baby born. But for every 100 years, no children, the human being will still... There will be chronic in the body, but they won't throw you away. People need to understand, for as long as there is pregnancy, there will be dead in this world because the body was not there. The body was inside the body. And if the body came out of the body just came to play back what the other body used to be. Nobody died, and that's why. The 9-month-old baby today, 40 years later, say, that's my child, that's my... Hello? 9 months old, there was adult in this world. You're a 9-month-old baby. Every human being is 9-month-old baby. There was 1 year, there was 10 years old, there was 20 years old. And you become 40, and now you say, I'm the 9-month-old. Well, I'm the 40. That's my child, that's my child, that's my child. And when you become 80, oh, that's my grandchildren. No, they're fooling you. They fool you. You're just a 9-month-old, and all those what you calling your grandchildren, it takes sex to make them. They're letting the children cough to say, I'm talking bad word. Trust me, their brain is Dutch. They don't understand English. It's very important the United Nations that is trying so hard. I know what I know, and I know what I can see. But if you making video and you saying a black woman is dog, what you call God, which is backwards. If you put me back inside my mother, you put me inside my grandmother, she's alive. She will be the woman that is 111 years old posting this video. If she's sitting here in Europe, she's 111 years old posting the video and telling you what I'm telling you, maybe you will take her serious, but you just don't understand. They know she have something to say, but they know she speak another language. They copy her body to become my mother, and they copy her body to become me, and now I'm talking, but you just don't understand. The 38 used to be inside of her before she became 111. The body is her body. But she used to be a 9-month-old baby when there was a consciousness. The school book is good to learn people. But why every human being in this world has to read the same school book? And why every human being in this world have to have one thinking but in the house? Your letter, what you get, is different from the letter what the other neighbor gets because you have to pay more. They have to pay less. You have sex 20 years before the other one, your children are big. They have sex 20 years later, their children is younger. Human beings need to really wake up. It's very important. Your house address 6 years ago, your age that come in the house is not the age that lives in the house now. It is not difficult to think. They build your house today, 10 years later they build the other house. Please tell me, 10 years ago you're 50, you live in this house, now you're 60 and they just build another house. Is the house new or they just replace your house? person that live next door, they used to be 40. They are not the 50. You was 50, they build a house for you. 10 years later, you are the 60. They build a new house. The 40 become the 50. They enter that house for 10 years later. But 10 years later, when they become the 60, you become the 70. Do you live in one house? Do you really believe you live in one house? Sex make the pictures. Sex make all babies. All pregnancy is the same. When the baby come out, people don't piece it together. That all the husbands that make love to their wife 10 years before, they don't even know each other. 10 years later, they met in different places. Now they have sex, they connect to two-face, and now they are family. If all the men, they are not the sisters and brothers. If all the women, they're not making love to their brothers. If all the husband and wife in this world is just strangers, what makes you believe that the government will ever count you as family? When I'm talking government, I'm talking about underworld. Underworld creates the sex on that side. Underworld creates the sex on the other side. Underworld develop the mind of the children. They grow up in a school. And now, stranger, they used to have brothers and sisters in the house. They split them up from being brothers and sisters. And now you cross the street. You take that one. You take that one. You take that one. And now just because you come in the houses, and now suddenly you connect together, you have 1,000 sex, and now energy field, they need a body. They know you're always wasting the body, you're wasting it, you're wasting it. Now they need a copy because they want to replace the old people that go in 6 feet. And now they connect 1,000 of you all over the world. You have sex, you don't even know you're pregnant. 3 months later, you see your stomach rising. You take all the pregnant women, you put them together. 1,000 of them. The pregnancy look the same. The stomach look the same. Black, white, or not, it doesn't matter. It's closed. You cannot see the baby face. 9 months later, all the baby come out now. My baby, this is my baby name. My baby speak this language. And this, and then, and there. And now, 30 years later, all of them are 30 years old. But you can't see the sex. That is the 29. The sex, that is the 28. The sex, that is the 27, the 26, the 25, till below. It takes sex. They connecting. They make a copy. They connect. They make a copy. For the next future list. What's the copy today? Tomorrow they join them together. They make a new copy. They join them together and make a new copy. If they make all the copy, they know you are not brothers and sisters. And now suddenly you say, this is our child. We are family. Well, please tell me, if you believe you are family, why when you used to be apart, there was no child there? There was no child running in the street and say, Mama, Papa, look at me. I want to stay with you. You let me here. If there was no child there, calling the two of you, Mama and Papa, when you don't know each other, and now you are together, they take what he is made of, the sperm, they paint the woman, and now they have this boy and a girl, or 3 or 5 or 6. Don't you understand? They kill old people and other people on the other side, and they take this body which they copy, and now they have this group of set of people, but 5 days a week they are not with you. I like to remind people, 5 days a week they are in a little people's city. Till they grow up, they are not with you. Only in the weekend and holidays. But they don't tell you when they are 5 days in the week, they are with stranger. They fall in love with stranger children. They love more stranger children than their brothers and sisters. Because they know the brothers and sisters, they were never brothers and sisters. They kill them different time. And they copy the flesh. They tell them they are brothers and sisters. Why they are not born the same day? Why they born different time? Well, they just fix them in a place to let them believe they are brothers and sisters, and then they split them up later. Stay focused. The system is very important. All of us are going to become the young children.